What up? What up? What up? What up? You already know what it is. You have just entered. Word up, the war zone. Now, what's going on, my good people? I wanted you to see what was going on because there is a lot of. I mean, I can't even believe that we're going through this. You know, um, I can't believe we're going through this, but here we are, and it is what it is. So, 1 second. Shoot this right on up. All right. Are you still there? Am I still good? All right, I'm still good. You can still hear me. All right. Let's see. Testing. All right, so I'm there now. Now let's go. Let's roll. Now, how is it that Puerto Ricans started hip hop, right? When there was not even that many of you in the country for that to even happen. I mean, how is this possible? How is this possible? I have irrefutable proof right here that I am about to read through so you can gravely understand that there is no dispute here. There is no debate here. There's no debate in this. You cannot debate this. I mean, I feel so bad by even going in the archive and researching this type of and pulling out receipts for y'all. This don't make sense to me. I mean, it really doesn't. But let's move forward. Check this out. This is very, very interesting. The first Puerto Ricans known to have migrated to New York City did so in the mid 1800s, okay, when Spain ruled Puerto Rico. Another wave of Puerto Ricans migrated to New York City after the Spanish American War in 1898. Okay. So you had a few immigrants from Puerto Rico migrate here in 1898, y'all. Okay. What's going on? Ayo, cut from a different cloth. What up, fam? What's going on? You know, I got to give it to them because they've been playing games right now, jumping on the live, just talking crazy. So, I had to really, really give it to them. I don't understand how we are doing this. This is like undebated. This is irrefutable. But I'm going to bring the receipts. You know, it says, yo, the kid, what up, the kid? I see you, my Brody. And I see that Yankee symbol. I love it. You already know. Shout out to the Yanks, straight up. What up, bro? I know this is out of topic, but what happened to the Giants content? And what do you think about we having third draft support your viz? Let's go. That's funny you said that because I was going to jump. I was going to be jumping back into getting back into the Giants, but listen, when and not to go off topic, but real quick, when I already said, I mean, I'm a man of my word. I already said if if the Giants keep Daniel Jones, and they did, and they had let Saquon, I said I was done and I said I'm not coming back to the Giants until they remove Daniel Jones. Now they removed Daniel Jones. I am not happy about Daboll and this guy Joe Shane, but it is what it is. We're gonna move forward, and I'm going to jump on it. Pause. But you already know. So let's jump into this real quick. Okay, real quick, because this is irrefutable proof. I'm not trying to air nothing. This is I don't want to air your opinions. All of these opinions that people are coming in here with. I don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. We have proof right here. Proof. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to tag Lord Jamar and Tariq Nasheed, they're gonna have to get this. They're gonna, because this is not being said enough. To just to break whatever it is that their delusion in their mind about. What I'm saying, just being black, talking black, loving our culture, and then hating our culture in front of our faces. So here this go. Now, Puerto Rico, another way. Now, the first Puerto Ricans known to have migrated to New York City did so in the mid 1800s. Mid, y'all. When Spain ruled Puerto Rico, another wave of Puerto Ricans migrated to New York City after the Spanish American War in 1898. Okay, when they talk about waves, they're not talking about thousands of people. They're talking about a handful of people, maybe a couple, 100, maybe 50 to 100. Who knows? But it is not no thousands. Okay, though no longer subjects of Spain, they were now citizens of an American possession, needed passports to travel to contagious United States. Okay, United States was becoming of like an emerald country. Okay, that was until 1917 when the United States Congress approved Jones Shifroff, Shafroff, at which gave Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico U.S. citizenship with certain limitations. Listen, y'all wasn't even over here fully, and I'm gonna break it down on why all the way y'all wasn't. Y'all had to come over here under certain stipulations. Okay, okay. And guess what? And guess who broke to break those stipulations for you people? Guess who even broke the levy to get you over here? Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, now Puerto Rico Ricans. Okay, Puerto Rican Ricans. I don't know why it says that. Puerto Rico Ricans live in the mainland, or maybe that's why living in the main. Oh, okay, Puerto Rico Ricans living in the mainland United States, however, were given full American citizenship and were allowed to seek political office in the United States in which they resided. Okay. So so they gave them permission to seek political office, but you can only seek that office in whichever city you resided in. So you couldn't even move, like, what I'm saying, if you resided in Boston, you couldn't go, over, move to New York and run in New York. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe or I mean, it is what it is. 2 months later, when Congress passed the Selective Service Act, conscription was extended to Puerto Ricans both on the island and the mainland. Okay, it was expected that Puerto Rican men 18 years older served in the military. Okay, can I repeat that again? Okay, Puerto it says it says it says to the Puerto Ricans on the island and on the mainland. It was expected that Puerto Rican men 18 years and older serve in the military. Okay? You can't just come over here. You're going to have to put your life on the line for us and our people. Whether the blacks are fighting with the whites or not, this is our country. This is where we have been for hundreds of years. Okay, come on, thousands of years. It's dating all the way back. Okay, and here you come. I mean, you just came, my G's. Now let me break it down. Let me tell you how. It was expected that Puerto Rican men 18 years and older serve in the military. During World War One, the Jones-Shafroff Act also allowed Puerto Ricans to travel between Puerto Rico and the U.S. mainland without passport. Now, you were able to travel without a passport. Great, good for you. Okay, and this. Hold on 1 second. Oh, let me get this right. Okay. Okay, let me get this right. All right. So the Jones Sheriff Act also allowed Puerto Ricans to travel between Puerto Rico and the U.S. mainland without a transport. The the advent of air travel was one of the principal factors that led to the largest wave of migration of Puerto Ricans to New York City in the 1950s. Okay, now it's breaking it down for you. Okay, that first wave, that was a few hundred. That wasn't no. You think that was a thousand? You think that was thousands of people? I'm gonna break it down to you why that wasn't thousands of people right now. Because now it says in the 1950s you migrated. It says the adjacent. It says the adjacent of air travel was one of the principal factors that led to the largest wave of migration of of Puerto Ricans to New York City in the 1950s. Okay, and then they called it. It says they called it the Great Migration. Come on, man. What the fuck? Niggas gotta come on, man. In New York City and other Northeast cities such as Philadelphia and Boston, Puerto Ricans were the first Hispanics to come in large numbers as early as the 1940s. Okay. So in New York City, it says, and other new northeast cities such as Philadelphia and Boston, Puerto Ricans were the first Hispanics to come in large numbers as as of the 1940s, being seen as the pioneer group among the Hispanic community in these cities from 1970. Okay, 1970. I was getting this feedback, all this kickback from this broken down man called Latin Pain, who is a crisis manager for Fat Joe, and he lives somewhere around Forest. I'm from Forest. I'm from the same hood as Forest. I mean, it's from the same hood as Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? And these punk boys don't know that I know what the hell is really going on. They can fool everybody else off the internet, but I'm here, Mr. Warzone. Let's get it now. In Boston, now in Boston, Puerto Ricans were the first Hispanic to come in large numbers as early as the 40s. Okay, being seen as the pioneer group amongst the Hispanic community in these cities from 1970 until 1990. Okay, you were seen as the predominant group, Puerto Rico, because you came first. You came before the Dominicans and all of the other Latin people and the other Latin communities. Okay, now, okay, so from 1970 until the 1990, damn, y'all, this is so recent. The city's Puerto Rican population was at its height. Damn it. Y'all were at your height in 1970 and 1990. Okay? They represented 80% of the city's Hispanic community. That's the Puerto Ricans. Y'all represented 80% of the Hispanic community. Okay? And 12% of the city's total population. 12% of New York City's population. 12. 12 people. Only 12. How in the freaking world, where, what, and when did you bring hip hop over to New York City? Why is it that all of your mothers and all of your grandfathers are, R worded to us? Why are all of them racist to us? Why is that? Why don't your grandmothers, why don't your mothers, why don't your fathers like Morenos? What's up with that? Okay, and if you brought hip hop over, or if you helped create hip hop, how in how how in the freaking world did you create hip hop with that large FBA community? That just wasn't allowing almost nobody around them at that time because we were at just straight warfare. This is before King and them. Okay, so now you talking about 12% of your community, 12% of the city's total population At that time, nearly 70% of Puerto Ricans in the mainland United States lived in New York City. 70%. 70%, y'all. Now, 70%, 70 of you. Listen, 70% of you lived in New York City. I'm talking about your grandparents, okay? Your mothers, your father, your grandparents. 70% at that time lived in New York City. Come on, bro. Now, y'all, now we have you pinned down. This is the thing. This is funny because we have you pinned down. This is receipts. We have you pinned down in New York City. It's not like we don't know where you at. We know you at. We know where 70% of you are at in New York City. Now, how many of y'all were in New York City? Let's narrow this down. Okay. 12% of the city's total population. Hold on. At that Hispanic community, okay, at that time, nearly 70% of the Puerto Ricans in the mainland United States lived in New York City. This is why they always say, oh, it's a New York thing. I could say nigga. I could say nigga. No, nigga. You stop saying that shit now. Now we on it, nigga. We up now. How about that? You're going to get straight smacked now. Watch. Go ahead and start. Yo, we blazing on the internet. Go ahead and try to say that to my FBAs now in the South Bronx. Go ahead. Go ahead. Watch what happened. All right. So it wasn't until the 1990s that the percentage of Puerto Ricans that made up the city's Hispanic community, which was 70%, remember? But it was only 12% of New York City. 12%. How much you think New York City was with the FBA? Goodness freaking gracious. 1990s percentage of Puerto Ricans that made up the city's Hispanic community and the population as a whole started to decrease, largely due to the declining Puerto Rican population and an increasingly diverse Hispanic community and economic changes associated with New York's declining industrialism. Okay. So they were bringing you in for cheap labor. They were starting to bring in more Hispanics, not just the Puerto Ricans. Now we're going to bring in Dominicans. Now we're going to bring in all of the other Hispanic speaking communities to come in here and work for cheap labor because we have these stubborn ass FBAs who ain't going. How about that? And we still thriving, and we're still the number one spending community, the number one spending community in America. Don't care what we spend it on. And imagine when, because we vibing high right now, y'all. Imagine now when we start all training our monies and funds and resources into our own area now of business and wealth, which is coming, which it is coming. We already spend more than you, meaning that means we have more than you. Not necessarily, but for the most part, we have more money circulating in our community than yours. It don't stay in our community; it goes out our community faster. However, because we always tend to spend with other ethnic groups, that's why it doesn't stay within the Black FBA community, the money circulation much. But now we're going to stop doing that, and this is how they stopped it from happening. They brought in your cheap asses to work for cheap ass labor and move my grandfathers and his fathers out of position of power to it, so where the black dollar gets to circulate. Come on, man, don't freaking play with me. We cooking tonight. Let's go. Now, 1990s that the percentage of Puerto Ricans that made up the city's Hispanic community and population as a whole started to decrease, largely due to the decline in Puerto Rican population and increasingly diverse Hispanic community and economic changes associated with New York's declining industrialism. Let me pull this up. Oh goodness, why did I do that? Yes, all right. All right. Let's get y'all up here now. All right, now it says here we are. Here we are. 120 the sentence is forced. It says Puerto Rican. According to okay, Okay, nearly 70% of Puerto Ricans in the no. We went through that one right there. I had that one. 2020 consensus and economic changes associated with New York's down. Okay, the 2020 census showed that New York's Puerto Rican population continued to decline over the preceding decades, despite estimated estimates that fostered contrary expectations. According to the 2010 consensus, Puerto Ricans represented 8.9% of New York City's population. You only 8.9, you only a little kitty bitty itty 8.9%. How the fuck are you our fathers? Please help me understand this. I'm roasting you right now. You can't beat us. I'm showing you. You are all delusional. All of you talking about, and then you all get on my live, and I see y'all getting on other play. Yo. Man, man. This, you talk like us. At least pay homage. At least pay homage. We're not talking about all of the Hispanics and Hispanics. We're talking about the ones who are going up against our agenda for no reason. Now, if you want to do that, now we're going to have to come for you. You know what I'm saying? That's it, bottom line. Now, according to the 2010 consensus, Puerto Ricans represent 8.9% of the population in New York City. 32% of the city's Hispanic community, okay, 32% of them, right? Of 32% of the 8.9% in New York City, okay? So 32% of the Hispanic community and 5.5% of that of New York State. So you only have 5.5% like floating around elsewhere outside of New York City. Only 5.5. Okay. The Puerto Rican share of New York City decreased to 6.7% by 2020. Y'all really think y'all want a war with the FBA? Y'all better stop playing with us. You can't brothers and sisters, my projects alone would probably take care of your whole population. We won't even have to call the FBAs from Detroit, from ATL, from STL. No, we wouldn't have to even call our boys to come out here from Cali. We wouldn't even have to call them. We got this, fellas. We got this. I'm doing my homework, fellas. We got this, y'all. They are not, fellas, in numbers. They can't even. They're not strong in numbers to fuck with us right now at all. They better calm their nerves down, chill out, relax, chill. I mean, but that's just the Puerto Ricans. Now I understand that we are up against not just the Puerto Ricans, right? But we are largely in New York City because the Puerto Ricans are the larger group in New York City. Okay, so we could get all them out the way. So we ain't got to worry about the Jamaicans, the Guyanese, all the Hispanics, the Dominicans. I was just listening to this Dominican dude. I'm gonna get on that too. You know what I'm saying? Because these Dominicans, them Dominicans, man, they don't like us with a passion. You know what I'm saying? We look good. They always wearing some tight ass jeans and they don't like us, man. And with a tight ass collar, you know what I'm saying? With some big ass sleeves, short sleeves, you know what I mean? Short sleeves and they big, you know what I'm saying? With tight ass collar, you know what I mean? With these motherfuckers, man, you know what I mean? And they gonna have I didn't like how they was trying to play Cuban Link like that, you know what I mean? I didn't like that. And then the same fool, Latin Pain, that jumped on my live, jumped on the live. He was on the live with like Cuban Links because they was trying to play Cuban Link. You know what I mean? You know what? But that's for later. I'm not gonna verify. Let's stay on this right here real quick because I am gonna touch on the Cuban Link issue, and we are not playing that issue is very, very hot. And Cuban, we got you. Now, here it is. 5.5% of that in New York State. The Puerto Rican, because that's what they say on here. I'm reading it the Puerto Rican share of New York City decreased to 6.7% by 2020 as Puerto Ricans left the city and new arrivals from the island, increasingly went to other destinations. Of over 1 million Puerto Ricans in New York City, the remaining hold on, I gotta move this. Hold on. Okay. The Puerto Ricans in New York City, with the remaining portion scattered in the city's suburbs. And the other, okay. Now I hope y'all can, okay, now I hope y'all can still hear me. I hope you can still hear me. Testing, testing. Hope you can still hear me in that chat. All right. We got Godspeed Goddess. What's up? Godspeed. What's up? FBA salute. Big strong FBA salute. Straight up and down. Love it all. I love you all, except for the ones I don't. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, now we have let me put this over. Okay. Increasingly went to other destinations. Of over 1 million Puerto Ricans in New York State, about 70% live in New York City. Y'all only have, yo, man. I got to see how many Puerto Ricans is out here. I really want to know that. I know the Latin community is large now because of the strategic strategy of our government lately, but I don't think the Puerto Ricans is really large in number like that. I really don't. Because we have the receipts right here. It says of over 1 million Puerto Ricans in the state, about 70% live in New York City. Okay, 70%, with the remaining portion scattered in the city's suburbs and other major cities in New York State. Although Florida has received some dispersal of population, the late 2000s and early 2010s saw a resurgence in Puerto Rican migration to New York and New Jersey, primarily for economic and cultural considerations. And they have the nerve, y'all, the nerve to be trying to talk and call our people broke, huh? They got the nerve to call our people broke when it's telling you right there. You left wherever, Florida, and migrated all. I mean, you got to see this to believe this. If you don't live in New York City or a big state, you got to, bro. I knew I wasn't tripping. Now reading this got me to understand why and how is it's so many damn immigrants over there in New York City. I mean, I went over there. I went back home. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I've never seen nothing like that in my life. That was war. That was civil war. That was civil war. It. No wonder the damn white man stood up like that, nigga. Why you think the FBA is damn with the white man on this issue? We ain't with them on a bunch of issues, but certain issues we rocking together. Fuck that. Fuck that. Certain issues we rocking together. Fuck that. We protecting our children. Fuck that. What type of wars are y'all putting together? Y'all over here. Look, all of these mass incidents, killings going on, shootings and driving trucks, so trying to run people over. What is that? We don't war like that. For the most part, the FBA don't war like that. The FBA is, we are tactical. We tacticians. We don't play around when it's time to strategically get to it. But we're not going out there injuring and hurting innocent people for your dumbass causes. That's real stupid. You got all these stinking idiots over here trying to ground and pound us. Get the freak out of my face. Then this idiot Latin Pain want to get after Cuban Link. Then he want to try to challenge me, talking about telling me to drop my addy. But you didn't tell Cuban Link to drop that addy when Cuban Link was trying to get right at you. Cuban Link said he was about to put hands on you again. You talking about, oh, it's been 3 years? Nah, sucker. And then you was on, and then I didn't like the channel you was on. You was on this channel with these Dominicans, and I looked at their page. First of all, you should see this. He has a title up there that says Latins are it was. You know what? I could look. Let me look at this up, man, because I don't want to just be freaking. just going off at the mouth, off the lips, because I didn't like this. Yeah, I didn't like this, and if I didn't like this, I guarantee my FB ain't like this. It ain't going like this. No, I didn't like this. He gonna say, I looked this guy's page up, and I'm not talking about Latin Pain. I'm talking about the page that he was on yesterday, trying to get after our brother Cuban Link. Because anybody who's down with our cause, that's our brother. And if you got something, if you got a problem with that, well, you're gonna have to get through us, motherfuckers. And we showed white America, motherfucker, we don't fold, motherfucker. And if you know anything about warfare, you know that in warfare, the majority that goes against the rebels, if you don't annihilate the rebels, guess who wins the war? The rebels. And guess who's still here? We are. Guess who's still here? The black man and woman man. Huh? How about that? We were both scrapping, the black man and the woman man. Hell is wrong with y'all? Hell is wrong with y'all? Hell out of my damn face. He gonna put Latinos are hip hop. This guy got the nerve to put Latinos are hip hop. They really are buying into their like delusion. This is unbelievable. Dominicans hate us, but literally dress like it's like a generic car, like a generic knockoff dressing of us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like the rosters, they, not all of them, but the ones that attempt to assimilate, they dress like us, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like how we normally, like when we move to Nike, they still wearing felines and shit. You know what I mean? Shit like, shit like that. We don't do that. We, you know what I'm saying? Like we off that. You know what I mean? They gonna act like we didn't influence their culture. Now you want to try to get at Cubin Link. Cubin Link said we're gonna smack you in your face. Cubin Link said, let's do it right now. You didn't want to do that. You want to get after me because you thought I was a nobody. Nigga, and I'm a boxing champ. Nigga, you don't really want to do that. Nigga, you want to go with the pow way. That's the way you want to do. You want to go manhunt way. Adult manhunt. You know what I mean? That's what you want to do. But that's girly to me. You niggas are like, you know, you when I get around, you be like, yo, son, yeah, son. That's another thing. We don't even use son no more. See what I'm saying? This nigga Latin Pain up on the yo, son, yeah, son. We don't even use that no more. We use it when we want to, whenever we want to, but that we don't even use that no more. That's the funny thing. And I bet you can't even tell me why we say son. You probably think we talking about son. We saying the son of all of creation, baby. We give life, baby. That's why we say the son. We say we the gods, bro. That's why we say you ain't no god. You're not of this ilk, my man. You not of this ilk. Sorry. This is reserved for the black man and woman man. This is reserved for the FBA man and woman man. This is what this is reserved for, son. Since you want to say it, and guarantee you don't know what it's about. You saying son, and you ain't even about that ilk. Why it was created? Who created son? Not son, S-O-N, idiot. S-U-N. Who created it? Well, damn sure wasn't the Puerto Rican man. It was not the Puerto Rican man. As a matter of fact, I give more love than the damn Cuban man than you. You know what I'm saying? The Cuban man, he'll get to it. The Cuban man, you know what I'm saying? You give him some task or we work together on certain things, he'll get to it. You other niggas are really snaky. You Puerto Ricans are shiesty. You really are. You have like a style to you that it's like girly, because girls will when they will attempt to manipulate by getting into your circle by being very, very nice, friendly, and courteous, showing ourselves approved to be around somebody as such, and that's what a lot of you Puerto Rican men do. I'm just spilling the beans on y'all because that's what a lot of you men do. I know a lot of people outside of New York City don't know this. I know a lot of people of you that I know a lot of you have not been around Puerto Ricans like that to really understand this. And then when you have been around them, they have been really, really nice. Really, really nice. And you're like, what is this guy talking about? My girl Sonia over down the block, she's the best. But Sonia's talking all type of crap about you. Tony don't like you. Tony don't like you. Cut from cut from a different cloth said, don't they know us, but we know them? No, they don't know us, but we know them. Can tell them about their whole history. Their whole history. Cut from a cut from a different cloth. We can tell them their whole history. And I only gave a little snippet. That was just a little snippet. I'm not going to dive deeper into that particular subject. I will do that another day, probably tomorrow, as far as that subject, because I already smoked their boots. You were not over here. You were not over here. Damn it, you just barely getting over you just barely touching 1 million right now, and they saying by 2020 that was going to be depleted. Okay, and what are we in 2020? I was about to say 24. We in 25. I know y'all ain't popping like that. I know y'all ain't popping like that. You mad because y'all done came over here and we damn near took all your damn women. That's why it seemed like y'all seem a little bit upset and jealous of us. That's the good word. It's jealousy. Because what damn black man or FBA man have went off on rants and tangents like this, getting after y'all damn Spanish people? We don't do this, but y'all have pushed us. And once my FBA family said it's on and it's war, then damn it, what you think Mr. Warzone gonna do? What you think Mr. Warzone gonna do? What you think Minister Warzone gonna do? What you think this is about? This is Mr. Warzone. This is Minister Warzone here. This is the perfect time for the Minister Warzone. This is the perfect time for the war zone. You want war? You come to the war zone, because Minister Warzone study warfare. Minister Warzone don't just talk about it. Minister Warzone is about it. I'm not just I'm not just a boxing champion. I come from the streets, bro. We some of the greatest come from the streets we come from, bro. Michael Jordan, Tyson, greats coming out of New York, coming from the hardcore streets I come from. And the only reason we saying New York is hardcore because of all of the bullshit we got to deal with, y'all. All of these ethnicities that be surrounding us, y'all. This is all I'm saying, y'all. All of my FBAs that's outside of New York City, all of y'all, seriously. We don't be looking at it like we better than any of our other FBAs, man. I know that's probably the way y'all be feeling a lot of times. We don't do that, man. We just so confident because we know what we done stepped on to get to where we done got to, y'all. Around these damn people around us. That's the only reason, y'all. And Cubin Link, I'm from Forest, and you know you know our teams out there. You know we got your back. Oh, we don't want to air this. They can't beat us in no damn. They can't beat us damn nowhere over here. They can't beat the FBA family. We got your back. We got your back. Heck, you don't need those dudes. He talking about you don't got no friends. He gonna say you don't got no friends. Yeah, he got friends, you idiot. I guarantee you, Latin Pain. I guarantee you, Cubin Link can field more niggas than you can Hispanics, than you can Spics. I guarantee you, Cubin can field. Cubin Link's tied in with Wu-Tang, man. Are you crazy? He tied in with us for real, bro. Cubin Link tied in with us for real, nigga. Cubin Link was, nigga, when you was over there, you know, you, Fat Joe and y'all niggas was out there mingling and tingling with all of these other ethnicities. You know what I mean? Fat Joe in Dubai right now. He ain't over here. Know what I'm saying? You know, ran him off the map, nigga. We ran his ass off the map. You can't fuck with us. We done stood up and beat white supremacy, nigga. How the fuck you think you little ass niggas could fuck with us, nigga? Most of y'all not even built like that at all. Like, you don't have no frame, like, you know, to fight, nigga. Like, come on, nigga. Your hearts are weak, nigga. Your ancestors are good people. We didn't let the damn I respect the damn Puerto Ricans and the San Juanians that are from San Juan, nigga. That's from Puerto Rico, not you Puerto Ricans over here. You came from the nice people, the nice descendants, nigga. Y'all just actors, yo, over here. Y'all actors, we don't act hard. We don't have to act hard, bro. It's just in our demeanor. Off of shit we been through, experiences, nigga. That's why we like this, my G. You don't go through, y'all don't really go through what we go through. Y'all don't go through it, man. Y'all only go through it because y'all want to, yo. And it ain't even really serious. Like, because soon as the cops run up on y'all, y'all not gonna get treated the way we get treated, nigga. So fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Cuban link. That's Cuban link. I don't know if that's Cuban link right there. Cause if that is, I'm I want to drop you up. I want to put you up in the get you in the chat. I want to get you on stage, Cuban. If that's you, that's a fact. Let me see how. Word, word, man. Word. I want to invite you, Cuban, man. Fuck that. Niggas ain't fucking with you. Fuck out of here, nigga. They ain't fucking with you. We been fucking with you in Forest. Niggas wasn't fucking with no Fat Joe. You can go to any of the homies out there in Forest and ask that, nigga. Niggas been fucking with only Cuban. Niggas ain't Niggas don't know nobody else from fucking Terror Squad other than Cuban links, nigga. Niggas don't know nobody else. I think we remember Tony Sunshine and shit, but I don't know if he passed away. Rest in peace. I don't know. Hold on, let me see, man. Fuck out of here with that shit, man. Yo, Cuban, if that's you, I dropped that link in the chat, bro. Come on up, bro. Straight up and down, bro. Playing with these niggas, man. Cuban, I'm and Cuban, your homeboy, Cuban, you already know your homeboy is my homeboy. Know what I'm saying? Come on up, bro. Let me see. Let's see what Cuban at. I'm just waiting to see what Cuban at right now. Let's see where you. Yeah, but Cuban will come up. He'll come up when he ready. You know what I'm saying? He'll come up when he ready. You know what I'm saying? But check it. You know what I'm saying? Cuban. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? We already know. Cuban been dealing with the Morenos, bro. Been. This is all of the underground people know this. All of you mainstream people don't know what the hell is going on. You know, the people that just follow the mainstream. But everybody in the hood, nigga, Fat Joe ain't been in the hood, nigga, since I was a little boy, nigga. Seriously. You know, like seriously. He haven't been there since I was a little boy, nigga. You don't think when we were younger we were like looking up to Fat Joe, like, oh shit, Fat Joe, you know what I mean, in the Bronx, and he come from our hood. You know what I'm saying? Teachers were talking about him. We had our teachers talking about him. And guess what? When I've had finally like hit the hood, like old enough to get hit the hood, Fat Joe found out he's never in the hood. He was scared to come in the hood from what we found out. That's when that's and then when Pun left, that was it. I mean, I remember he was throwing a party in 23 Park because he used to throw an annual party in 23 Park. That's a park in Forest Projects. And I don't know if they had gotten to a shootout that last one. I'm not sure. But I know Fat Joe was so upset. You talking about he'll never do it again. Man, we didn't even need the internet to get like the word would fly through so fast, bro. Know what I'm saying? But straight up and down, nah, Mo, you ain't gonna be. They got Latin Pain and all of them. Fat Joe sending his minions out here. They are literally nothing in the hood. I'm talking about what the fuck? I'm talking about Latin Pain and them. Nigga, what? They gonna try to tell niggas to drop their addy. Think you crazy? You sound real stupid over here fronting for everybody that don't know what was really, really good. Now you sound really, really crazy. And you trying to get niggas lined up too. You probably work for them pigs. Come to think about it now, trying to line it. Yo, drop the addy. Yo, drop the addy. Drop the addy. Nigga, we will, don't you know we would crush you. Why would you if I said up for Forrest, if I said up for Forrest, oh yeah, there go Cuban. Let's go. Yeah.
What up, baby? What's going on, my G?
Oh,
Let me put my headphones on, man. This is low.
Yo, Cuban, you can hear me, bro?
Yeah, now I get you. Yep.
Let's
What's up,
go.
baby boy? What's up,
Yo,
baby
Q.
boy? We live and
Yo,
direct, baby.
yo, Q. Yo. Guess what, man? You was over there with you was with
The
what's my
Captain Lane dude,
no no
or the
no
cap,
no. I want to
fighter.
first.
The
I want to no not fighter. I want to first let you know that I am connected to you through through Wu Tang. Okay,
oh,
through my boy slips my mind right now, but
okay.
we talking about little
I'm I'm from there, from Lilville, from 167 and Union.
nah, but I'm talking about Shaheem.
Shaheem, the what? The rugged boy, the rugged
Wu Tang,
child.
right? Exactly.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that's
right? Exactly.
that's my man.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So he come out to he go out when he's up in upstate New York and all that. I already know,
Yeah,
studio and all of that. So I'm
yeah.
connected. I'm connected. You know what
Shout
I
out to
mean?
Shaheem. Shout
That's a fact. I'm connected. That's a fact. And so,
all good,
and
all
knowing
good.
all of that, I know that I know for a fact you got records with Shaheem right now. I know that y'all be in the studio and all that. Like,
That's my
cause I,
bro. Yeah, we did something together. Yeah, that's my boy. I mean, he since he came out of prison, man. He's been on his positive road. So shout out to him, man.
yeah,
He,
shout out to him. I just wanted to let you know that,
he's
I'm
helping the people.
definitely plugged
Salute,
in. I
salute,
was on a FaceTime when you was in the studio with him.
salute. So hell yeah, we was there. We was in Staten Island,
You
right
know what I'm
there.
saying?
We was doing
That's
our
a
thing.
fact.
Yeah,
I just wanted you to know, and I wanted, and I heard you on that cast with that dude yesterday, man. That I
yeah,
almost wanted to punch the screen, bro.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what
Me
I'm
too,
saying?
me too, me too. That's why that's what it is. It's like this is it's crazy because like certain people, like what I'm saying, I don't even want to be in the same circle with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I can't reach through the screen and really do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
To show them who they really are. But then
right.
they front and they use this platform to well, that Captain Lane dude,
Mm,
he usually use it as a negative tool. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
he might be sick in the head. He might be taking some pills because I heard he's on medication and all that. He do drugs and all that. So it's like people got to see that for themselves, man. You know what I'm saying?
But it's
And
not just him. Look at the guy who put him on the platform that put him on that platform. It's not just him. I'm talking about it's a mindset. And what I love
oh
about you,
yeah,
I feel like I'm like you, just like in that right as far as that underdog.
oh
And the
yeah, yeah,
underdogs
yeah.
are coming to the top now.
We love
Seriously,
the
all of these people that were faking on us, Cuban, as far as using their platforms and what they had for years, is
yeah.
coming to a stop and a halt right now, Cuban.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
are on
that's
top
the
now.
energy.
The
That's the
FBAs,
energy.
and get this, I even seen other links. I even seen other FBAs that I jumped on the line. I was just listening to them. They were talking about you. I don't know if you were online
I
or
see a
what.
lot of love. I see a lot of love.
Showing you
No,
love, bro.
but the underdog, man. The reason the underdog is so so afraid of, what I'm saying, the people are afraid of them, and people love them. The people usually, the underdog is usually for the people. So at the
Right.
end of the day, it's like, just rocking with the truth. We always winners, man. We always
Cuban.
winners when you're rocking with the truth. It just takes a long time, sometimes a long time. In my case, it takes a while, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you rocking with your truth, and the truth is king, man. It's king. So once you
Yo,
hold
yo,
that truth, you got the crown. They're just
yo,
mad.
Cuban, let me tell you, I'm from Forest, straight up and down. I'm from Forest. Now, when you
You,
boys was, I'm talking
how old are
about,
you? How old are you now?
how old am I now? I am 36.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. I
When
just
you
turned the
boys,
50.
when you boys was like really going, like doing it for real.
Yep,
I was, looking up to you, obviously. No, straight up and down, because you were representing us, point blank.
no
I mean,
doubt, no
the
doubt.
hood, like what the fuck,
I
and
represent all that.
that's what it. So besides Fat Joe and Big Pun, right?
Right, right.
We the hood. Everybody was waiting for Cuban links. That's all I remember, bro. The hood. That's what I remember. Like you
That was
was like like everybody else was like commercial, but you was like you was
I
like the Wu
was,
Tang's Raekwon or something. Like everybody, you know what
I
I
was
mean? Like
trying to do. I was trying to do both. You know, we come from nothing and all that, but we also know that we got to get some commercial songs on the radio. And you know, my music is my music. You know, it derives from, of course, my Black African culture. It
mhm.
derives from my Cuban straight. You know, me having that really come over here as a refugee in
That's
1980.
right.
You know, the Scarface shit. So you know,
Y'all the ones holding us down, holding Malcolm X and hold Malcolm X down. Y'all
no, we
holding
got
down the side of
yeah,
you're holding down
yeah,
the side of Shakur right now from the
it,
U.S.
it
government right now.
yeah,
You think I don't know
it's
my history? Think I don't know what
definitely
people? I have to know what people is what. I know the
the
Cuban people. I already
the
know the Cuban. That's our people. Man, they look more like us than the damn Puerto Rican man. I'm just saying.
Oh man, no, but I love my Puerto Ricans too, man. You know, Pun was Puerto Rican, and he
Yep.
always respected Black American culture, and he knew where
Yep.
he was at. You know, he knew that at the end of the day, you know, his blood that was pumping in his heart was, you know, African blood. You know what I'm saying? Straight from African blood, Black American, you know, Black American blood, and all that. So, you know, we have a certain type of attitude when we came in hip hop. Me, Pun, and when I say me and Pun, it's because you know we was homies before the rap, so we came as a crew together. You know what I'm saying? Then Joe tried to split us up, but he couldn't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My brother had love for me. Triple Six is Dominican. So
Triple
we know,
C's. I remember. Yeah, I remember
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Right.
he's Dominican. So, you
Yeah.
know, so we had all of that, the Caribbean roots. We had the Black American roots. You know what I'm saying? We always respected hip hop in the form that it should be respected in. You know what I'm saying? As unity, as music, you know, Black American music. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So the only one who I really had a problem with that is the Fat Boy. You know what I'm saying? Fat
That's
Boy.
it. And
Yeah.
what I want to ask you is this, seriously, because I remember this. I remember even working on a low when I was little, working for a terror squad on a low on the
Yeah.
streets. I'm talking about when I was little. I ain't gonna lie,
But you was doing giving out flyers and stuff like that?
nah, man, I'm talking about in the streets. I'm talking,
Oh, street corners? Yeah. Yeah, because the crew is different.
so
The
all I'm
crew is
saying,
different.
all I'm saying is, what I remember was we showed nothing but love. It wasn't no showing love. There was like that. Y'all our family. It's a
That was nature.
mindset. My
That was
thing is,
natural.
if you have the same, if you have the same mindset as us, and as far as going up against the oppressor, we family. That's the way we looked at it. We ain't never have no no ethnic issues there in
Nah.
Forest.
I mean, we had a problem with somebody. It's personal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whether
only personal
whatever.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah, personal
it's never.
things.
Yeah,
Not no
and
big.
we used to
It never
snap.
no. We never
And
had
we
a
used,
race war in Forest and McKinley.
nah. But there was a little tension here and there because of
A
the
little
drug,
tension, but
because of the drug game. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That's what it was.
But it still wasn't
But it
no
wasn't no,
ethnicity
yeah, it
thing.
wasn't no black thing or Spanish thing. You know,
Right.
pointing fingers about their heritage. Nah, it
Yes.
was none of that.
Yes. Because when it's like that, when it's a race thing, man, that's when even the grandmothers and grandfathers would be mad. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? About a certain issue or something. You know what I mean? So it was
especially
never that. We never had
especially in
that
the,
ever.
especially in New York, like where we come from. Like you already know how black and brown got down. So it was like, and then we got certain habits that we do, certain manners that we do, like we using the N word. You know, we
Right.
use that shit, you know, freely and loosely, and it means nothing but love.
Right.
But you can't defend.
The people of the ilk in the same mindset of as us. We never looked at it like,
Yeah,
like why he's saying that like that. Nah, it was like that's
yep,
my nigga. You know
yep,
what I'm
yep.
saying? Like,
But at the end of the day, it's like when you get on a platform, and you know, different platforms that you transcend your message or how who you are to people through this or through TV, whatever, radio. You know, that word that takes on a whole different meaning. It goes back to the real, you know, negative word that we understand later on. Like, yo, that word is got a lot of baggage to it. You know what I'm saying? So we can't defend that word. You got to respect that.
that's it. That's all we ask. What the freak is
Yeah,
going? Like what? And what if we go? This is my thing. What if if a black man would go to another ethnicity group, and call them like an Italian, and call them a derogatory slur, in which they don't like, but
but
sometimes they will call themselves like you fucking mooly or something. They will call their own selves that. They might play around or they might mean it.
I
But
don't
what
know
if
about
we
that one though. I don't know. They Italians call themselves moolies. That's usually racist from Italians to like black people.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. Well, I'm talking about as far as whenever
a
they come
guinea, a
out with
guinea.
some,
You mean guinea? When they say guinea, you guinea? Yeah, the
all
guinea,
I'm
the
saying,
guinea
what
word.
if we come out and say something? I don't think they were like that. That's all I'm saying. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
of course. Nobody would like that. Nobody would like,
And
especially
then we don't. and we don't as far as black African Americans or FBA or whatever you want to term it. We don't go if we know that that is a slur that will disrespect that community.
Yeah.
For the most part, we don't say it.
Right. Right. Yeah, yeah. Fat Joe just stepped in. He stepped on his own shit right there with
And
that.
I love that you came out. That's my thing. I was looking at you like, wow, like Cubin came when this all happened with the whole Fat Joe thing, and you came out and was because you already been on it. You was the only
Yeah,
one. This
yeah.
is
But
what I love about you. You
for
was the
personal
only
reasons.
fucking one for years,
But
and
see,
God
if
is
you know,
protecting you. Huh?
and if you know my story, then you know I'm fighting for all Forest Projects, or
Yes,
you Lil Vills, what I'm saying, from Rance
yes,
Crew. So I'm
Louisville.
I'm fighting for all of us. Like this dude did us dirty.
Yes,
He didn't even go back to Forest his own and help his own
never.
crew and his own crew that rocked with him. The Little Hex, the GQs, the Sing Sings. Dudes that I grew up that made Terror Squad Terror Squad. He didn't even go back to the foundation and pull that, gave that helping hand to pull them up. So I'm fighting for all of those dudes at the end of the day. Like, yo, this nigga did us dirty. You know what I'm saying? He did us dirty. And my whole thing when I was in the Terror Squad is to bring in those kind of dudes that was really in the trenches with us. That,
Right,
what I'm saying, we could change their lives now that we're in a legal platform. You know what I'm saying? Because there was, we was doing the street thing and they was doing the extra street thing on them corners. So, us as already moving in a different plateau, different level. But again, when we came into hip hop, my whole mentality and my whole voice was speaking for the dudes that started with us and for the less fortunate. You know what I'm saying? That only thought one way about life, getting that illegal money. So that was what I was preaching always inside the Terror Squad and afterwards. So the
right.
fat dude got mad. That's what it was. He saw the power of my unity talks and the way I was doing it naturally. And he probably, he definitely was in the background like this on, like Belly eating the banana. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was like, straight up like, nah, nah, nah.
Cause your
We ain't gonna
buzz
have
in the
this shit.
your buzz in the hood was building like crazy.
Yeah,
That I
yeah, yeah.
remember. Cuban. I'm not no cloud chaser, bro. I'm not like trying to toot your horn. I love giving flowers where I'm
I
supposed to.
appreciate that, brother. I
Your
appreciate that.
your buzz was like big. It
No
was,
doubt.
and we were all wondering when is it coming out? Like your album and all that.
You already seen the dirt that was done there. So
And
the Fat Boy,
you never
the
got to
Fat
come out. You
Fat
never
Boy,
ever got never ever got to come, like, you know what I mean. When it was your turn, everybody
and
was
I
waiting.
waited. I waited too. I waited
And
patiently. You know what
and
I'm
and
saying?
and, and this is my thing. And this is my thing. I'm from the hood. I know that everybody, the majority in the hood. Fat Joe cannot go to the hood and like Cuban Link and go stand on the corner. Nigga, they was swarm Cuban Link, nigga, was with like so much love. That you crazy Cuban Link in the hood? Are
But
you
I
crazy? Not
always I
no
always
Fat
pride
Joe,
myself
bro.
for being a regular dude. Though. That's the thing too. I'm like that type of dude. I'll be on some regular shit. So I'll be chilling in the corner, with the homies that I grew up with, and we talking about
Right.
old times and all that. I don't be on, just waiting for somebody to come with an autograph. I just go natural way. That's where I'm from. So I could. That's it. I love that feeling when I go back and check my roots out. You know what I'm saying? Places that I know I stomped my foot on and had special memories with certain people. And you know what I'm saying, when you get my age, you know what I'm saying, that's always been there for me. So, I take pride in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one that makes $1 million or whatever and say and change my whole outlook on things as far
Yes.
as I'm better than y'all, or
Yes.
saying you start looking down on people because they're less
Yes.
fortunate. That's the problem. That's the difference between me and that fat boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we definitely are different. We different in many 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 ways, but that's definitely one um, DNA characters I know that he doesn't have. That he's
Yes.
one of those dudes that what I'm saying, you can help him get up, and then he'll cut your throat and act like you never helped him, and then
it's
shit
it's
on
it's
you.
it's, it's,
That's
it's,
who he
it's
is.
it's pretty evident. Again, Fat Joe has like, I mean, for at least 20 years, at least has
Yeah.
not been in Forest Projects. Okay, and not just that.
Well, he'll
I
go
remember
back. He'll
the
go
hood.
back with the cops that he pay off. He'll go
No,
back.
no, 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 exactly. No,
You know.
exactly. He'll be in Madison Square Garden, but he would definitely not go to the hood. That's for sure. But he'll put it in his video though. He'll
Yeah.
put a video. He'll put a little photo of Forrest, or in the video. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Shit like that. But
I mean, he knows it's people that he left behind there. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if he's as big as he says he is, right? He's rich and he's this and he's bigger than anybody. That's why he talks to them that way. If he's like that, why don't you help your people out, man? That's, that's all dudes be trying to, say to people like, yo, when you get it like that, motherfuckers believed in you. I remember shows where, we was rolling 100 deep, and that's the reason why they pay attention to us, to you, really, to him. His crew used to roll deep, like certain key players that are still in the hood. That when I go to the hood, I go fishing with them still to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'll go to Hunts Point in the back right there. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? We get some 40s that we do it like that. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Yes.
me. And and that's the thing
And I
that
know
we,
they love you. And I know they love you. I know
you
they
know,
do.
I
No,
mean,
Cuban. Cuban. I'm telling you. I'm telling you from the ground. I remember being on the ground floor. Yo, bro. Listen, man. I remember being on the ground floor, bro. I'm signing with a Hood Hop Music Group. You know what I'm saying? Quan, everybody in the club get tipsy right
okay,
now.
okay,
All
that's
right.
good. That's good.
Yeah, straight up, straight up. They've been number one with Shy Boozy. You know what I
Do that.
mean?
Do it.
You know,
When you do it, just rep that pen right. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that it's undeniable. That's all I got to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing that you got to
look
be.
where
You
we
got to be
come from, so you
undeniable.
already know.
Yeah, yeah. You got to be
Yo,
undeniable. Can't
you
give
know,
no
but
room for questions. They got to be undeniable, man. Especially you from the BX, so you got to represent.
that's
That's
a
the
fact.
foundation. That's the
That's a
foundation,
fact.
and that's another reason why I respect the FBA a lot, that movement, and the whole thing. Um, First of all, they stand on a square and they represent, you know what I'm saying,
Let's
for their
go.
culture, their Black American culture,
Let's go.
and also because the similarities and the metaphors, like Pun, before he passed away, he had a record label and it was called Foundation, the Foundation.
Let's
It's a
go.
Foundation Records. So just everything, man. And when you go to the foundation, it's everything. It's how you build, you structure a building. If your foundation ain't strong, that building gonna collapse. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
foundation, and that's what I'm saying. I'm relating that to the foundation of what the movement of the FBA right now is going on. And I see how the strength in it, strength in numbers, strength in
Yes.
the morality, and in the attack for the righteousness, for the righteous things that's going on, and they
Yes.
standing up together, and 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 and, and that's where it's at. That's what you know. What I'm saying, the Black culture, the white system that we lived under, they don't want that to happen. So what I'm saying, that's the thing. Like Spanish people are always being talked about, like, oh, the Spanish dudes, they stick together. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's what the Black culture always needed, even though they did. Certain people did. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that. But as a whole, though, you know what I'm saying, where they know their history, they know where they come from, their lineage, they know who they are, they know that, okay, we brothers because of this. They could break it down all the way to the slave trade and to what they went through. That's what Black American culture always needed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? To unite by the history of it and not separate. So I applaud that. You know what I'm saying? Me myself, like I told you, I'm a foreigner. I really came from Cuba on that, but the Black culture always, you know what I'm saying, like embraced me from the beginning without me even knowing
From the
English.
beginning, and
But
you and we never had a problem. As far as the hood that I
yeah,
remember, we
we came
never
from the
had
poor. We came from the
ever
gutter.
never had no issue with you. Never,
Yeah.
ever. That I can remember. You
Now
was
we have
always
personal problems. We have personal problems with individuals.
no.
But
I'm of
as far
course
as
that
like,
no.
yeah.
I'm talking about your report card in the hood.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to do this anyway. As far as the people that as far as and I need the newer generation to know your strength and who you really are, because the way these larger platforms try to put Fat Joe up there like he's bro, it's really Cuban Link, and they really
But
need to know this.
and I
And
salute you for that.
I already was thinking
I
about how I'm
also
gonna do it.
I also was in need of the power of the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Definitely. So the Black culture, the way they moved
Oh,
on it,
Bovo.
and our same enemy. Well, I'll say enemy, but he's just really a pawn in this whole thing. But I'll say enemy, which is Fat Joe. He disrespected, the FBA's, like, he disrespected me in that sense of, oh, don't give him no light. He ain't nobody. Oh, we put him on. Oh, he's a bum. He's this. He's
Yes.
been doing that through his whole career with me after we
Yes.
split up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That I get a motherfucker mad too. Like, personally, like, you a man, and plus what we've been through. I already rocked your face off. So I know where you're
Let's
doing it.
go.
You're not doing it. You're not doing it
Let's go.
like a real individual. So that always rubbed me the wrong way. And plus, he did my brother dirty, did his family dirty. Y'all all seen this. So it's like a lot of things that I know it's personal, but as far as you take Fat Joe out of the equation, it's like, okay, when you look at Fat Joe, where he got all his power from, and you see him in different top platforms, and they guided him the right way. It's because he got backing. And you know what
Right.
I'm saying? I want to just know who. There's definitely a hip hop council that backed him up. You
Of
know what I'm saying?
course.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just Fat Joe. It's like the reason he's been able to move around the way he's been moving around and gassing himself like he that dude. You know what I'm saying? It's because he got the backing of that. So
Because of politics.
that's what really has to be understood. And when I come from Joe, which is personal, 100% is personal. You know what I'm saying? But they helping him. It's like it's like Cuba when they put the embargo on Cuba.
Right.
If you know your history,
I
it's
do.
like Cuba do not, you cannot do no business with no
And guess what? And when Obama lifted it, I said they might be in trouble because I seen when they
well,
lifted the
it's not lifted yet. I don't think
oh
it's
oh oh
lifted.
oh,
I think there was
wasn't he?
talks.
Was
He
it
was in
exactly
talks.
right? Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm glad it wasn't lifted because look what they when they lifted the embargo on Libya. Look at Libya now.
yeah, but you can't compare fucking Cubans with Libya. Stop.
No. I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying.
Say
When
this,
when when
right?
when when, when
Can I say
Gaddafi
this real fast,
when
brother?
Gaddafi literally let them in, he let them in. You know what I mean? Like what a 30-year embargo, and then Gaddafi lifted, let him in. With Hillary Clinton, and look what happened. That's all I'm saying. And then when they
What
said they
happened?
were
What
going to
happened to
Cuba,
Brother, can I say this?
you talking about what happened to
Can
Gaddafi?
I say this to Cuban links?
yeah, I'm talking
Hey,
about Gaddafi.
hey,
I'm talking
FBA,
about
bro, we appreciate you, brother. We
What's up, my
appreciate.
brother? How you doing, man? Pleasure.
Yeah, hell yeah, we appreciate. I just wanted to salute you. I want to come over here and salute you.
Salute, my
We
bro.
appreciate you, brother. Tip my hat to
Salute.
you, man, for
No
sure.
doubt, my bro. Same over
Y'all,
here, man.
you always been 100.
right.
Try
Y'all,
to be. I try to be. You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
for
That's how we was raised. I gotta make my hood proud. I gotta make my people proud. I gotta make the culture proud. So I come with those characters. When I step on wherever I step in, I talk with that mentality of I know I'm representing certain people, and I always been. So whether you see me going crazy, whatever. Sometimes it's personal, but most times it's really dropping jewels on my experience and what happened to me, so it won't happen to the next artist coming up, or just to relate that story to the youth, so they could be more prepared if they want to get into the hip hop game or the music game. Yep.
Yo, Link, you hear me?
Yeah, now good.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Link. So
Yeah, but I got a unique story though, man. I got a unique story with this whole, with my this career of mine. It's a long. It's more of a book or movie when you see it, but it's definitely a surreal story. From a little kid, 5 years old, coming off the boat,
let's go.
like Scarface. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen the
Like
Scarface
Scarface
that we always. No,
came
y'all seen the
up.
Scarface? That was for real, for real. Like the Scarface movie. The beginning of that movie was real footage of the boat lift that I came by. I came in. I was 5 years old in one of them boats. Y'all
Yes,
seen Scarface? I came in
yes.
one of them boats at 5 years old, and
Wow.
to be that that kind of strange to this land as far as America. We of course my parents, they searching for my father was a criminal too. That's what happened. Fidel opened up the gates of the prisons in Cuba, and he let all the prisoners out. So in that case, that happened. My father came to get us, me, my mother, my sister, and we came on a boat. Sent to America. But besides that, it's like later on in life, just I went to Puerto Rico for 4 years. So when I was 9 years old, that's when I touched down in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? And it was a whole different, like scenery, everything. The weather was cold. Shit was crazy. I didn't even know English. But the black folk, like I said, it was the first individuals that came in. Well, we was neighbors, but they had neighbors before. Like, and it was just that time also that neighbors, saying, were courteous to each other. Even though the
Mhm.
drug dealers was pumping drugs in the corner, they still looked out for the community. It
Yeah,
was that era.
we,
You know
we,
what I'm saying?
we'll,
Like,
we'll, we'll knock right on your door, like, hey, you got some sugar?
and it was the burnt down buildings. Like that Bronx was burning at that time also.
Yes,
So
yes.
in my block, it was like three burnt down
Burnt
buildings.
the fuck
You
up.
still smell it.
Woo!
You can still smell like the smoke, afterwards. So that's
Did,
what I
did you have
remember.
your mom and dad with you?
Yeah, yeah, mom, dad, and sister.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
we came four deep in a boat. But
okay.
I'm just trying to say that, like me learning English and the black, say culture, that's being part of my upbringing, and me knowing the culture within with the food, with the church, Baptist church and all of that, and just hanging around and the unity. It was a dope thing. And but later on, saying, like when I met Pun, is what I'm saying. He was my friend, my dude. my buddy. So we became friends before we even started doing the hip hop thing, the music thing.
You
You know
you
what I'm saying?
knew you was friends with Pun before Fat Joe?
Of course, I'm the
Yes.
one who introduced Joe to Pun. Like personally,
Oh
I
wow.
introduced I introduced Pun to Joe to Pun. But but I'm saying for a Cuban kid to be born in Cuba, a whole different communist, you know what I'm saying, country.
Yes.
So for something in the world to give 1980 Jimmy Carter uh, the energy to get on the stage and say, yo, whatever Cubans don't want to be in Cuba, come over here and give us the right to come over here. And then later on, you know, from Puerto Rico to the Bronx. Then later on, and you know what I'm saying, going meeting Punt.
Yes.
And his name was Christopher, you know, Chris, but he was
Yes.
at that time he was known as Moondog. Moondog. So us just that friendship. Um Motherfucker became the number one fucking span, one of the legends of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Being, of course, one of the best Latino ever to touch the mic, but in the black culture, being accepted and being also one of the top MCs of our era. You know what I'm saying? So just our energy together, and that, I say that selfishly because it was me and
And you
him
should.
in his
And you
crib.
damn should.
So
Fuck
you got
that.
a Cuban and a Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying, from the
Yes.
Bronx that met up, you know what I'm saying, and that chain
And burst
reaction
into
there.
yes.
So the
Burst
story
right
is,
on the scene, straight up and down. With I mean,
yeah,
hold on. With killers. I'm talking about when I say killers, like I'm talking about lyrically. Killers,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
DMX, Cannabis. You know, I'm talking
Yeah,
about y'all was in the room with these dudes, like going
Biggie,
at
and
it.
in our era, all those legends and the monsters existed, man. Yeah, you had monsters at that time. There was monsters. There was no regular the competition was
Method
at its
Man.
peak. Everybody.
That
I
is
mean, come on.
Method Man.
DMX got
ODB.
Jay Z. Like when
Jay-Z.
Jay Z came out, you know what I'm saying? Nas,
Nas.
Nas is a fucking monster. You
Yeah,
know
he
what
was
I'm
a
saying?
monster.
Yeah. And you know, even Prodigy when
Prodigy.
Prodigy Mob Deep, but
Yo,
Prodigy himself, oh man,
Yo, bro, I came in with, shout out to Fashion. That's Prodigy Uncle. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? That's the
salute
so,
to
I've been with Fashion for some years. So shout out to Fashion. That's a fact. You know what I mean? And that's how I was, able to see you in the studio with Sha, with Rugged Child,
Shaheem, yep.
Shaheem. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You know what I mean? My uncle made Shaheem's little doll. You seen Shaheem little doll?
Nah, I ain't here yet.
You, all right, so you got the little doll. It was made out of like aluminum foil and tape. Ask him about it. That my uncle made
Okay.
that. You know what I mean? I don't know if he was using it for his album. This album that he just dropped, I don't know if he promoted it or not. I don't know. You know,
Yeah, I mean, when you go
no, I don't think
independent,
he did because my uncle passed. My uncle had passed away after he gave it to him. So,
oh,
and I
okay.
got pictures of him. Shaheem pulled right up to the projects, right in Baychester Projects to go see my uncle and shit. Like this is like this is like last year or something more.
Crazy,
Like
crazy, yeah,
last year or
man.
something. Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah,
man. But
yeah, he doing a lot. Like I said, Shaheem, you know, he grew up in front of us. He was like 10 years old when he was doing you know what I'm saying? He was like the first member of the Wu-Tang, really. You don't want to put Staten Island
right,
on. So we got to
right.
give a lot of shots to that brother. You know, later on,
Yes,
of
yes.
course, we get older, we get in trouble with some shit. He got in some shit. And he's, you know, he's just building his life up. But he knows that him rebuilding it and being the best he could, he got to go through these steps in order to really achieve what he really wants at the end. You know what I'm saying?
And
But
the
he always
funny
been a
thing is
dope.
this, Wu-Tang is full of the gods. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they're extremely heavily conscious, and they embrace you. You our brother.
Yeah.
All you know is us. You came over here at 5. You at 5. All you know is us.
Oh
And
yeah,
we all
yeah, yeah. And I
and we
carry
knew
that with me
you.
though. But I
Huh?
carry that with me, and I carry that with me till this day, until the day I die. So at the end of the day, it's like me. I'm a representative of that. I'm a representative of the hood. You know what I'm saying? But I also want to elevate and go up in levels of society. But
Correct.
my
Because that's the
me
goal.
me. But I'm always been the dude that bring my peoples with me. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
bring my peoples with me, and I teach them if they need to be taught. You know, how, a different way of life. If it's better for them, it's better for them. But given that opportunity is the main, objective. So
Right.
that's always been me. So yeah, man, I talk all that. I talk. I mean, we get on the mic and we speak that gangster shit because yeah, we about that, right? But
That's
at the end of the
correct.
day, it's also knowing and accepting. You know what I'm saying? and be conscious of your real, um, the real mission. The real mission is
Yeah,
to
the real
help
mission.
our people. It's to help
Correct.
our people. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
correct.
And when I say our people, is those that, you know what I'm saying, we share time with, and they share their time with us. You know what I'm saying? That we believe in a skills, whether they a carpenter, whether they electricians, whether they teachers. We, it's to help build, because everything trickles down when you show that love. So you get the right people in the right positions. I think that love will be shown in the right way, and we can make our communities work better. You know what I'm saying? And
I think you know what I feel in my heart. I feel like you probably don't know it right now, but you was probably supposed to be going through this for a reason, and
oh, I know that. I
you're
don't
supposed to
complain.
be, and
I
it's
don't
like you were
complain because
supposed
of
to be
that.
patient. It was like
Of
you were
course.
supposed to be patient
Yeah.
because I feel like your real time to really, really shine in the way you desire. Because now you got it all now to where now it's time for. I'm talking about as far as mentally know what to do, and
Yeah.
you can't be
The vision is
manipulated.
clear. The vision is
It's
clear. The
clear
vision is
now. It's
clear.
time now, and
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
in
100%.
all jokes aside, and I believe this is going to get super super big. And what I was in love with, I mean, I'm glad that I get to tell you this directly. What I was in love with, was in love with that the fact that it's going to get super super bigger. And pause. And but I felt like,
Pause. Pause.
yeah. Because the thing is that the homies be listening. So we
No, we
you
gotta
know
pause it. We got to That's the
yeah,
ghetto game. We always gonna be
you know,
pausing. We
a
be,
lot of
we,
people, they don't be understanding it. We don't got time for it. We don't care if they don't understand it or not.
nah,
We
that's the
ain't trying to
inside.
hear that from the homies. So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
pause
yeah,
shit and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but
Yeah.
but but you know, I feel like the spotlight is coming directly back to you in a positive light. You stood
No.
for something. The hood really see it. And what I want to ask you is, do you have any projects that you plan on coming out with?
Oh yeah, I got the Missing Link album. It fits perfectly. You know
Woo!
what I'm saying? It fits
That's a
perfect.
fire, and that's a fire label too. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
just want to
That's
let you
that's
know.
that's
Yes,
a project that I'm working.
title. Yes,
You hear me now? You
I
hear
can
me
hear you
now?
now.
Yeah, because I got a call. So yeah, the Missing Link album is a project I've been working on and all that. Just trying to get the back end right. You got to put your vision out with some strength, and you have to back it up with a budget, and that's the thing. And also the right people around it.
Correct.
Because you work with, they got to see the same vision as you. So you
Right.
got to make sure you're on one accord, working towards the same goal, and that's putting that product out. And it's got to be right. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be right. Like all of this, it happens for a reason. Don't ever think that. I think, um, I think that uh this is not happening. It's happening to me, but it's happening also to a lot of people. It's not just me.
Right.
So I'm not a selfish dude to be like, oh, it's on me. Oh, I didn't get my turn. Oh, he's blocking me. I'll do that. I'm just the main object of me telling you that is to tell the truth.
Tell
Say
the truth.
certain people don't deserve to be in spots they are, and that's the reason why you see it trickle it down. How like I give examples like even the Jay-Z, you have Puffy that's on a, that was on the top really as gatekeepers. They got Fat Joe that's been gatekeepers forever. They've been holding that
Forever.
ground forever. Busta Rhymes, these are
Busta Rhymes.
gatekeepers that we elected to be in those spots because we bought their records, right? So,
Yes.
they worked their way through the companies. They earned their spot. I'm not saying they earned it, but they earned it. But now it's like where, when you see that division now between
Hey, Link, I can't hear you, Link. We can't. We can't hear you. No, we still can't
yo,
hear
you
you.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Now you hear me? Oh, okay,
Yes.
good. Yeah, yeah. You already know. They got the beastos with the phone
Yes.
calls right now. As soon as I go live. Um, yeah, so these guys been running the point for a minute. And
Yes. I like
if we
that term.
but
Yeah.
and if we've been we backed them up to get to that spot. We elected them because they had something special with them that we trusted them, especially
Yes.
trusted them that they're gonna do the right thing when they get to a certain spot.
Yep.
And what I'm saying by that is the hip hop culture. You see how hip hop turned into the mumble rapping,
Yes.
the 1,000 MCs now. Like every corner is a rapper. They, they wish you watched the whole hip hop game. It's like they
Hey,
pick it.
Cuban, and that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up. You remember? Do you remember when you couldn't rap at a? In order to rap, you had to be like of a certain ilk. You had to
Of
be really. You had to
course.
be a real tough guy
You,
at that time.
and you had to really take that rapping with that pen and the pad seriously. You
Yes.
know, and you had to make like
But
it
like,
wasn't just about one hit wonders. It was about a
yeah,
whole legacy with rappers. It's
what
like
I'm
you
saying is,
believe it.
it wasn't just about if you was talented lyrically. Just that you had to really be who you
Oh yeah,
said
you
you
have to
was
be.
saying.
Yeah,
You
yeah. If you're talking that gangster shit, you
yeah
really have
yeah.
to be that gangster.
At
Yeah,
that
yeah.
time,
But it was
it was
but
really
we had
like
but we
anybody
also
could have
had
come in.
yeah,
Mhm.
we also had
Yeah,
the
go ahead,
like
Q.
the Q-tips. We had the
Mhm.
backpack rappers. That
Uh-huh.
there's conscious rappers. You know what I'm saying? That we respected also. We had different, different kind of rapping, but they was all dope shit. I love Coogee rap. Like Coogee rap, my number one, that I grew up listening to. Big Daddy
Uh-huh.
Kane. Big Daddy Kane was like the first really like, as far as like commercial rap and could do the hardcore shit. So he was like that dude, and then you
Uh-huh.
got Rakim, the God MC. You know what I'm saying? He fuck up your mind with with his flow, and he breaks it down. So we had different like Brand Nubian. Brand Nubian was conscious
Mhm.
rappers. You know what I'm saying? It was for the black culture. Bringing up the black culture and really spitting things that affect your life. You know what I'm saying? And that you could take in. Those are jewels that you take in and you can live your life by. So
Yes.
now you see what's going on now. These bang bang shoot 'em up, and
Yes.
it's really kids and the youth getting bang bang shoot 'em up. All these young rappers dying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see the gatekeepers policing the shit the way they're
Yeah.
supposed to. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? They love hip hop like that. They're about their money. That's the
But
thing.
it's like an energy is swooping them all of them out of here. It's like
But
energy.
it's like leadership.
Yeah.
It's the leadership of the whole ship. That's why you're gonna crash. That's why it's crashing right now because these dudes are supposed to be at the anchor. They're letting the ship sink. The ship sink, and they worry about the money, about saving the boxes with the money. Let everybody sink with the ship, but they keep the boxes of money, and
No,
that's not good leadership. That's why the hip hop is in the state is in. You know what I'm saying? That's
and I wanted to tell Mr. Jabbar, Mr. Jabbar, Cuban Link is not Puerto Rican. He's a brother from Cuba, and if you know
yeah.
anything about our history, anything about our history, you know that the only damn country that was willing to deal with the FBA was the Cubans. Whoever who took us in and protected us is the Cubans. They even got Asada Shakur over there right now. They have just put a bounty out on Chicago on Asada Shakur's head. We talking about last year, recently, another a higher bounty. Okay.
The history between black African black and black Americans and Cuba. You know what I'm saying? With the actual, the country Cuba,
Yeah.
it's been relations
Hey,
that been there
I
for
read up on
years.
Che Guevara. I read up on Che Guevara.
Check Che Guevara.
I know my history, dog. You like a
He's
Che
from
Guevara? You
he's
like a
from
Che
Bolivia
Guevara,
though.
bro?
No, but he's
Huh?
really from Bolivia. He's from Bolivia. He was a Cuban.
Oh, okay, okay. But I'm
He
talking
was
about the
part of
come
the
up, the come up,
yeah,
the
no,
way
yeah. Now Fidel
huh?
Fidel came in there gangster with like 7 liberators from different countries. That nigga went back. He went back to Cuba. He studied in Yale in America in Yale,
Okay,
Yale College. You know
okay,
what I'm saying? He
okay.
played baseball in them for Yale College.
And he hooked up. He
He
hooked up
got his
with Malcolm.
education. He got an education of America. He did everything
Yes,
that with his bachelor's and all of that. But
yes,
he was forming the freedom fighters. So that's what
yes,
happened. He rounded up with Che Guevara and other Paul Anthony, Mark Anthony. I think it was others. It's like 7 of them. They went to
yes.
Cuba and they just took Cuba over from
Took
Batista.
it over the whole country.
Yeah, from the mountains up, from the
And,
people.
and
He reached the people. The people overthrew Batista with the leadership of Fidel Castro and the other 6 liberators.
so then Fidel Castro and Che Guevara had gotten into some beef, correct?
Yeah, that's when Fidel started doing
Right,
the,
right.
me.
And
He
I feel
started
like
doing
your
it.
story.
He started
I
doing
feel
the
like your
Daffy Duck.
stories is
He started doing the Daffy Duck on everybody. He was like, mine, mine, mine.
no.
And the
I feel
niggas
like
cut everybody up.
I feel like your story is similar with Fat Joe. You know what I mean?
Fat Joe, you mean Castro. Fat Joe is AKA Fidel Cash Flow. That's what he is. He's Fidel. Yeah. But
But you understand
listen,
what you know what I mean?
nah.
You
Joe
understand what
got
I'm
a different
saying?
story. Joe got a different story than me. You know what I'm saying? He thought, he got caught. He was brought up with the American kind of mindset. Me, I'm I still, when I came here, traditions from people that are native from their countries, they come in with that hunger of, even though I came at the age 5 is young, you know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
I
that's
got
what I'm
I got I
saying.
got I got to Americanize myself. But
That's
when
what
I
I'm trying to say. Like,
but
what do you mean?
but I got no excuse. I really was born over that. Should have
No,
remembered
no,
shit. You know
I
what I'm
totally get it.
saying?
Totally.
But Joe was more into the, he was doing his poor man's thing, and selling drugs, brother, family, what I'm saying, comes from a crew from that. He was really fluorescent white. He can't pass as like me. I got the melatonin in my color. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yes.
I could relate with my people is, you know what I'm saying? It's people that I grew up with, black folk. Even in Cuba, my best friend was, African from Angola. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I remember that. So I'm sure it was the same thing for him, but I'm sure he had that blood in, blood out Miklo complex where everybody getting on him because of his color in the beginning when he was a shorty. He had that soft hair. So he had to fight. He probably had to
You
fight
know, it
it.
was
And
rough. It was really rough back
it
then.
was rough. It was
It
rough.
really, really was. I'm talking about in the
I mean,
schools and
I,
everything. I'm talking about the
every but
schools.
every yeah, school's very, especially Morris High
That's
School.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, that shit was rough.
I'm saying the schools.
Uh, yeah, yeah, Morris was crazy. So I mean, but every
You know
block,
what I'm
even
saying?
every block in the Bronx, though, they always had a
Uh,
white dude. They always had a white dude that was Puerto Rican, or like a Cuban that was white, or maybe not maybe Cuban. I ain't seen too many Cubans, so I was wrong. But like a Colombian or a Puerto Rican that's really white. Like
yes.
my man's we called him White Boy. Name's Martin.
Yes.
He's from
Yes.
my block, but he was, that's my best friend too. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So we all got down with each other, and
Exactly.
once we passed the old bullshit of the bullying in school, so you go to school
Yeah.
and it's a whole different thing. They start jumping you or whatever, you know what I'm saying, just
Yeah.
for the stupidest thing when you're a young kid.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
For the
so
stupidest thing,
yeah,
because I was going through it.
yeah,
It's the
oh,
way.
no, so
It's just the way it is. It's the way it is.
especially in New York. New York is in the Bronx, yeah, and Brooklyn. Brooklyn is crazy too. Brooklyn,
Yeah. Of
Queens,
course.
yeah, yeah. So but we got to learn to. That's the message, though. We got to learn. We got to learn about each other's cultures. Between us being neighbors and going to school together. The teachers. The only white people I've ever seen growing up was the teachers
Mhm.
at the time. It was the teachers and maybe the face-to-face workers at welfare when we used to go with my
Mhm.
mom's. Those are the only white people we, what I'm saying, we seen that really interacted with us. It was on some business or school teaching or whatever.
Right.
But
Exactly. Same
but
thing. Same thing for us.
yeah. So but we learn about each other's culture, man. Talking about black and brown, and we created beautiful things together. We worked together hand in hand. We loved each other. We, saying, there's interracial marriages. You know what I'm saying? Where we could say, color doesn't really mind. We don't mind. Saying another color because we see past the color. We see through the character of the individual. And, you know what I'm saying? And
And
that's the
trust me.
message. That's the message. But we use the
No,
N word. The N word. I mean, we used all this. The N word was used through all this shit I'm talking about.
yes.
So, but that's only in New York,
Yes.
and
Yes.
only in the 5 boroughs type shit. You can't even go past New York,
Yes.
and be
Yes.
using the word lightly and expect people to take it the same way we take it.
To take it the same way and understand the history and what was been going on like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
That's
And my
why.
and my
That's why
thing.
Fat Joe got caught up in that because it's like, you know, but we expect more of him.
Yeah.
You've been through it all already. Like you've been through to classes, different classes of brackets of money, people. You've been places and you spoke in front of people that you watched your mouth. So he should have just watched his mouth. They just tripped over and it looked exactly the way it came out. It looked like
But the
he's
thing,
demeaning.
but the thing is this, we would respect Fat Joe if he would have, okay, yeah, he was saying it and he's been saying it. But the thing is this, he made a song saying, everybody's saying, I'm saying nigga, 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 nigga. Like who's going to tell me to stop saying nigga? And then he gets
Yeah,
on,
it's the attitude he takes it. Yeah,
he
it's
get
the
the
attitude he
attitude.
takes beyond.
And then he gets on an interview and say, and then he gets on the interview, I think with Charlemagne the God and said, man, ain't nobody gonna tell me that. just the arrogance, man. That's that
The
you can't.
arrogance.
That's very that's a it's a near and dear. It's like
You have no sympathy for the
sacred.
next person, is
It's
what it
sacred.
is. You got no
What you
respect for the
said?
next people. You got no sympathy or respect for
Right.
the culture that you're doing it against. That they're telling you, yo, I feel offended.
And, and
There's
the
people
thing
that's
and
gonna
the
feel
thing is
offended
this,
by that.
and the thing is this: when you normally say it, when you normally say it, Cuban, we not we we don't think nothing of like we not we
Right,
don't.
right,
Come on,
right.
Cuban. It's just that if a person outside that doesn't normally understand what's going on, and then you're out on these large platforms saying I don't care what it's like you're
You can't do
inviting.
that. That's why
It's like you're inviting
that's
like
when hip hop. That's when hip hop know they chose the wrong Puerto Rican to be representing for the
to be
culture. That's what.
representing.
Yeah,
Like it's almost like it's almost like he's shattering like a bond overnight for no reason. For no reason.
yeah.
You know?
Well, no, it's for a reason.
Overnight.
It's for a reason. It's him. It's in DNA of who he is. A piece of shit that he is. That's all it is. You know,
No,
you
no,
just gotta know that.
and it's pretty obvious.
Yeah,
It's
it's
pretty obvious.
obvious. It's no escaping that. It's like, yo, if you can't understand that, and he comes from the same places. Like we was going through the hip hop channels when we coming up. And I remember the N word used to be bleeped, and we used to, you know what I'm saying, not say that on interviews back then. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I mean, we got some interviews, but I remember they had the discretion advice thing, the parental thing, and we had to bleep the whole. We had to do a clean version of songs. Like
Yes.
you know better now. Like you know when to say
You're
that word.
conditioned. He's
Yeah.
conditioned already.
So he purposely did it. Is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
He purposely did it. That's
Like
it.
you didn't have to do that. Like we understand as far as the New York thing and all that.
But he
But
should
like,
have been
come on, man.
apologized already. He should have been apologized.
No, he's not.
But I know. No,
Why would he do that?
he should be.
Why would he do that?
If he got any
Why
care
would he
for
do
his
that? And it
fans.
show and it shows. And it shows
Well,
an
he should do
apology.
it out of love for the culture, love for his
Yeah, he should have did that
for
for the
black
culture and what we
Americans.
been through.
He
You
should
are
do
so
that.
damn
But
fucking on point, man. Absolutely. And
but
you
he's
know
a
what?
piece
And
of shit.
and
He's a
guess
piece of
what?
shit.
As far as Cubans, seriously, man, Cubans and blacks and all of that. No, all jokes aside, I've did my research, man. Me
Not
personally, I follow like leaders like Malcolm X. Malcolm X didn't turn. He could have turncoated. They got the recordings on him. He could have turncoated. He didn't, and he
well, we
was
come
in
from oppression.
line
You got to
with the
understand.
Cubans. He
We
was
all both races and both Cuba and Black America. We come from being oppressed. You know what I'm saying?
period.
From communism, from other, you know
Yes,
what I'm saying? From all of that white supremacy, getting, you know what I'm
yes,
saying, slavery, all of that.
yes.
So we got even Puerto Rico too. But like I said, man, I think it's just the wrong representative. Fat Joe is just the wrong representative. It's
My thing is
Latin
this.
brothers that understand who they are and they know exactly what it is. They know that it's the black culture. It's foundational black Americans who started hip hop. They know that. It's just that they're entertaining the fact, but you got to now understand why the Fat Boy is out there trying to throw that in the air and forcing it on people because there's a money thing behind it. It's a power thing behind it.
Right.
And he sits at the top of the table doing it because he's a greedy fat
But now it's
beluga
not going
whale.
to work because the FBAs are on it like you have no idea now. It's not going to stop. We're on it every day. We
Yep.
can't stop. We won't allow this. We will not allow this. We got to stand for damn something. We will
And
not allow that.
you got to stand for something or you fall for anything.
That's
Exactly.
correct.
Exactly. And his album sucks too. I just wanted to let you know that. It's that new album, straight ass juice. So,
Cubin, with Fat Joe writing his own rhymes, right? Let me ask you this: with him writing his own rhymes, I'm talking about album for album right now. If you was to have to do an album for album right now, no, him writing his own rhymes.
Y'all ever heard my disses to Fat Joe? Y'all ever YouTube my joints? Go do that. I did it already. Like I'm ahead of my time when it comes to this subject. So I'm not writing around for this dude. I might say a little, say certain straight. I might just do one. But Lord Jamal is about to take care of him. So you know what I'm saying?
No, I know.
Lord Jamal's gonna take him. I'll smoke his boots. I'll smoke his boots.
More angles.
I'll smoke him. I'll smoke him of them the Yeezy boots he got. I'll smoke him right out of that shit. With my lyrics. Come on, man.
But this is the thing. With the culture, you know the culture. Where we came from, when we have a problem, okay, why not just take it to the wax? That's my thing.
But I did that. He don't never want to buy it. He never want to answer me.
I'm not saying you. I'm just talking about in general. You know what I mean?
Like,
why not go take it to the wax? Like,
I mean, that's what we usually do. You know what I'm saying? We
right.
usually do.
That's all I'm trying to say.
But we come also from a criminal element in the game. Like we came up, like I said, Forest Project. You even said it. You was in them corners. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we come from the corners. So it's like somebody disrespect us sometimes that, we got to beat them up, then make a round. That's how Pun was on it, and that's how I'm on it. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like when I have a problem with somebody, I usually, I don't just do the rap like, oh, he want to battle me so he can capitalize on me. Like nowadays, I got baloney smokers like that that's trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? Some cats out here that, just want to get in between the beef, diss me, for me to diss them back so they can get the like. I'm not down with that either. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm a prophet from you, we could go lyrically, like I respect you as an MC, and you want to battle me, for like just the culture and actually skills, I'm down with that. 100% I'm down with that.
Yes.
But, usually my battles be on some real, like fucking, revenge type shit. Like, my shit be like, yo. But if you go back, you go to YouTube and you punch in Cubin link, this and Fat Joe,
I'm gonna do that.
you gonna hear some shit. You gonna be like,
that.
how did I miss this?
I'm
I'm talking about lyrical shit. I'm talking about lyrical shit. I'm not talking about just regular, hip hop, lyrical, personal shit. Like I'm nigga. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for not even battling. You know what I'm saying? Because if he'd opened that door, it would have got even worse. Because I would have just, I would have just.
No, and my thing is this, we don't want from Fat Joe, because I know he's gonna try to drop something. I can feel it.
He did drop
something.
He dropped his new album, but he was doing all of this.
But I'm talking about was he? I didn't hear it.
The FBA, put a plug.
He said anything about you on it. I don't.
He don't. He do it subliminally.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
He'll say like, no, Terrence Scar, every member got a scar on their face, things like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He'll throw it subliminal. But he will never say Cubin link this. He'll never be like, Cubin link this. Me, I'll be like, Fat Joe, here's to you, pussy. This is my diss. That's me.
No, I got it. No.
But he will never do that. He will never even bring my name up.
No, he knows that. He wouldn't want to do that.
But he's been doing that for his main reason is to erase me from the history books.
That's what he's attempting to do. But look at God. No, that's
God did.
Look,
God did. You didn't believe in us.
Look at God. That is
God did.
Look at God.
We use that shit right back at them, right? So yeah, it's always he always take a loss where he goes. It might look like he took a W against me or something. I guarantee you, when you break down whatever situation me and that man had, lyrically or personal, he took a loss, and that's why he takes it so personal because he he can't win. He know God is on my side. He knows I'm speaking the truth, so he don't want to give that light. You know what I'm saying? I'm that man's worst nightmare. He knows that shit.
And you got a whole nation, behind you. What the hell is going on?
God is not wrong. God is never wrong.
But the thing is, we know. But the thing is, you still have people that know the history. I'm talking about of like Forrest and with you and Fat Joe and Pun and really.
They know the real story. They know the real story.
As far as from what I know, it was the three kings. It was a three-headed monster. It was the three kings. It was you, Fat Joe, Pun. That's from in the hood. That's what I remember.
But it was really me and Pun, and Joe was hating on our relationship. That was my best friend, and I was his. Got it. So he from the back, we could be over there having fun, and we could celebrate something. Then you see him in the background like this. So it's that too. That's why he did the song Twins, which Pun wrote the whole, his part and Pun's part, the dead in the middle, a little did we know that we middle man didn't do diddly. You know what I'm saying? He wrote Joe's part also. So it was me and Pun already had done toe to toe. If you ever heard it, let's go toe to toe. Any stupid ass can blast a foe. Now let me know who's man enough to go toe to toe. Somebody let me know who's man enough to go blow for blow and show how real niggas really roll. Yo, so
that's you and Pun, right?
Yeah, me and Pun. So we did that first.
I heard
before,
that.
Yeah, I know, but that's before Twins. And then Joe, that's when he came with let's do this, and Pun, of course, at that time we was trying to get on. So,
and the funny thing is, I thought that was a good promo, a good idea, but it would, as far as the promo, the Twins and all of that, and I remember them like being like in fatigues and all that in the video.
Yeah, they did a whole video for it. They blew up. See, they focused on that song. That was a way of setting up Pun also for his album. So it was great. It was a great thing. You know what I'm saying? And Pun,
I remember
Pun showed off his skills.
I remember.
We did
Y'all
that in
took the
front. We
hood.
did that in Forest. We did that. We did that right in Forest. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Right by the.
I remember, like
Yeah, right
y'all blew
167
straight up,
and yeah, well, right there. Right
right in
there
front of
on
Morris. In front of Morris.
a little down from Morris. Right, a little down,
A little
but
down, yeah.
right there. That's that same street. Yeah, it's
Yep.
167. No, that's
Yep.
166. That's 166 and Union and Forest Avenue. Right
Yep.
between that. That's
Yep.
what we did. That's what we did it at. But yeah, we brought it back to the hood there. It was those are great times, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those times we still gas. We wasn't checking the business, like the invoices and stuff like that that
Yeah.
Joe
Yeah.
was
Right.
doing. It was
All the
robbing
new
money.
ones.
Our minds was just making music and it was fun. And it was like, yeah, we coming through. We got to represent every verse we spit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's why we was on like that. And the reason we was on it like that, because we knew, you know what I'm saying? The black Americans that's were in the game was running shit lyrically with the
Hold
bars.
on. And was the hood hating? I'm talking about the blacks
Nah,
in the hood.
nah,
All jokes
nah.
aside,
Maybe
we
I had a
love
no,
hell.
maybe it's always 1 and 1, but
You
it's
know
like
that, bro. But
it was
you
like
know the hood
500.
loved y'all.
It's
Yo,
like
you know
it was
the
like
hood loved y'all.
500. No, I know it's like 500 and Puerto Ricans and blacks together. More black over there in Forest. More black people
Yes.
cheering us on.
But
But you know,
we still
you had
embrace
niggas
it.
on the side like this. You know, they're like how it be. Everybody got that.
Yes.
But it was black and Puerto Rican hating. It's not just one person. It's
We
just
talking
I'm
about little
saying.
sprinkles. We
Yeah,
talking about little sprinkles,
what we
man.
talking about? We talking about
We talking
less
about the
than
people.
1%. We talking about less than 1%.
Exactly, the fans,
But
man.
majority of we us bringing, because the whole movement was us. You know, like they saw it come up. They saw us hanging out in 166 in Union at
Yep.
nights and breaking nights with Pun, me, Sace, the whole Terror Squad crew.
I used to see Pun in 23 Park playing basketball, and then
Yeah,
he would go right to the and then he would go right to the handball court.
yeah, right there. Well, they have Old Timers Day too every year, 23 Park.
Right.
Yeah, so that's where we used to go. We used to be right there, and then if not there, the ranch crew. The ranch is 168 in Union. That big
Okay.
building that's there, the Castle of Grayskull.
Yeah.
It looked like mazes when you go through the hallways. Yeah, that was a crazy building too. You know that's my black brothers there. That I grew up there when I moved there.
On
You know what I'm saying?
Union.
On
The,
Union,
a lot of
168,
Jamaicans, a lot of
right there across the
Jamaicans.
street from
I knew them. A
158,
lot of Jamaicans on Union.
158. You got 198 and 158, two school together.
Right.
They're across the street from each other. Right
Right.
there across the street. That's the ranch.
Okay. Okay. I got you. Because
Yeah.
I know about the Union right there, like on Prospect.
You see the
You
little
know,
houses? You see the little houses?
you know, like up there with
Those
like
are little villas.
like
That's little
Jamaican,
villas.
Jamaican and Guyanese block and all that.
Yeah, no,
Jamaican,
Prospect. That's up though.
Union.
That's up there. That's up there. That's
Yeah,
up.
right. Yeah,
That's like
right,
one
right. You
one.
know,
We have one Marcy Place and all that Marcy Place up in Forest. There's a lot of shit going on. There's a lot of shit going on, but we stood, basically in that radius between Forest and Little Villes and the ranch. So right there, it was a good probably like 6 blocks. Forest is like 3 or 4 blocks.
right.
But then you got 167, which is Little Villes, and 166, and then you got 168. So that's where everything started.
You had that
And
corner
then
store.
DITC's from them same projects too. Lord Finesse, Diamond D, Showbiz, they're all from Forest. So
Lord Finesse.
yeah, Lord Finesse.
I didn't know that.
Lord Finesse is from Forest. The first MC that came out of Forest was Lord Finesse. then it was Diamond D.
I didn't know
Diamond
that.
D. Yeah, give me some history. So we was always looking up to these guys. You know what I'm saying? We have
Yes.
a block rich full of people that MCs that really made it into the game. So we definitely we loved them. You know what I'm saying? We loved them coming up and we
Yes.
respected them. We wanted to be that.
And that's how we felt about Terror. That's how we felt about Terror Squad.
And that was the tradition that's supposed to be left.
That's literally the way we felt about
It's
y'all.
just when they got to when certain people get to the business, then they think they're too uppity and they think they're better than people, and then they start hating on those same people that they came up with, and they keep them down. Those are the traitors. Those are the the Uncle Toms and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So
it's politics, man. I've been there with a so-called associate, a friend of mine in the past, and he's working. He's now in the governor's office, but I helped him get into the council position, and then he tried some funny stuff, and it was just me and him. No, we were the underdogs, and nobody believed in us, and we actually did the unthinkable. And then it's like you have. I could have went with him. All I had to do was just not say nothing, bro. It's like and the people that he was getting around was like a little bit funny style to me. As far as acting a little funny,
It
and
happens. It happens.
and I didn't go that route, bro. I went the other route, bro. That's a fact,
You
bro.
got to make your choice. You got to make your choice. It's like,
Yeah,
we got to make a choice. Like when I walked
yeah,
up in that lawyer's office with Joe, and he
yeah,
said all those things about me, like, yo, it was whack, and this and that. I had to make my choice. So I was just like, you know what, man, I could do bad by myself, brother.
yeah,
You
yeah.
obviously don't have the belief that I got in me. So how are you gonna even manage me and take me up there where we need to be, where Pun was
Yeah,
at? So
yeah.
that was just we got to sometimes detach ourselves from a situation that ain't leading the path that we set to walk on. That's all. So just do your thing at your best. Make sure that you have that hunger and that drive and the passion for that belief and for the idea you got, and take it to the top, my brother. That's just my message. Because I got to go anyway. I'm
All
trying
right,
to give
yo,
you I'm
Cuban.
trying to give you a jewel before I leave. You know what I'm saying?
Cuban. I really appreciate you, man, and you giving the jewel to the masses, bro. And
No doubt, my brother.
and Cuban, man, I wanna you never talked to Jaquan before?
No, I don't think I did. I don't think me and that brother got a chance to speak. But
Yeah,
send him my love. Tell him I appreciate his music, man.
that's a fact, bro.
Yes,
That's a
sir.
fact, bro. Know what I'm saying? I want to definitely like let y'all
You want to link up?
you already
You
know.
already know. That's my last name right there. So I'm the link up. It's time to link up. When it happens, it's happened by destiny, and because God permitted it. So I'm always ready to mix it up, man, and make that melting pot go crazy and create something special, especially in music. So
You
you already
already
know.
know, bro. But
I big dog.
your link is on what on this app or is on
Yeah,
Instagram?
yeah, it's on this app, and Instagram is you go to my Instagram. You can just I answer my DMs. So just hit me
Okay.
up there in
What's
my
the
Instagram.
Instagram?
Cuban link CLK.
Cuban link COK, y'all. Cuban link COK.
CLLK.
Oh,
CLK.
Cuban link
Yeah.
CLK.
Yeah,
All
Cuban
right.
Link
Yo,
Cartel.
Link,
Yeah.
man, straight up salute to you, man. Heart to
Salute my
heart to
brother.
you, my brother.
Definitely my brother. You be good, man. Stay strong and
Already
keep
know.
repping that real shit.
You know we are.
My brother.
I'll
All
be
right.
in touch, Links.
All right, bro.
All right, peace. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all. I appreciate you all. We just had a great session. And I wanted to just break down what was actually going on. As far as the history in New York, there's a lot of New Yorkers, a lot of YouTubers, and not just YouTubers, a lot of people outside of the YouTube space. Because the YouTube space is spreading a lot of information out to the masses, and a lot of people truly, truly don't really understand what goes on and what be really happening in New York. And you really hear, bits and pieces from a lot of sites that, just have a lot of assumptions because they're not there. It's obviously assumptions because they're not there. Even if they are speaking to somebody and somebody telling you, oh, it's like this in New York. Oh, it's like that. And they doing this like this and they this. Nah, brothers and sisters, how we are as a people. We not a hating nation at all. If we feel like a people is getting down with us and they want to get down with us, you know what I mean? We with it. You know what I mean? There's brothers that are Spanish, Puerto Rican, that's Latin, Hispanic, that they'll get down with us. Like Cubin was just telling y'all, little sprinkles will get down with us and all of that. Little sprinkles of them will get down with us, get down in our crews. You know what I mean? And they're putting in work with us, down with the struggle. You know what I mean? So we don't even look at it like that, and like Cubin said, a lot of them grew up, just, they will come around, they'll come outside, play basketball, and, they would play basketball and all that. And, because we was in the hood playing ball, we play ball. They'll come want to play ball, but in the basketball courts, bro, the little dudes with the little homies, the little FBAs was super deep. They'd be super, super deep. It's not like now. I don't see it now. They were super, super deep in on the basketball courts. Then if you have Puerto Ricans, you know what I mean. Some of them, might feel, funny, about coming into our group. But we're not a hating group. We would say, yo, you want to play? You know what I mean? You want to get on court? We start playing with the, you know what I mean? Da-da-da-da. Boom. Then we'll start chilling. Boom. We might start, smoking weed and all that together. Da-da-da-da. And that's how it happens. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how it happens. Straight up and down. As far as going into some of their parents' house, they might have a different outlook because they're older and they come from a different culture. But as far as a lot of the youngins, they might think different. You know what I'm saying? But we respect people who are down with the culture, who are rolling. But if you are like, have the mindset of the oppressor, we're like, hold on, nah, you have the mindset of the oppressor. Even the bootlick and boule FBAs, we feel like they are white oppressors. We feel like they are the Dave Chappelle, Bigsby oppressors. Okay, and even the blacks that look just like you and me, and we talking about we have some of the FBA, we have the FBA Boule, a small fraction of them that has definitely been holding us back for years, but they are being removed right now by an energy that is just unseen right now. Okay, and they're being swooped out right now, and the real is being put back into the spotlight and being put back where we need to be, and that's just the bottom line. And we talking about the real ones, the real ones who kept it official, like Cubin Link. That's a fact. A lot of people don't know that. I didn't get on here to just talk about Cubin Link just to be clout chasing. I know what was really going on in the real hood. With Fat Joe don't understand this, there's people in the hood that really is still here and that really understand that. What? We're like, what? Oh, nah. See, what a lot of these celebrities didn't know, they didn't know that the internet was coming. They didn't know the internet was coming, y'all, and they were doing the most. And Cubin thought, and Fat Joe thought he can erase Cubin from history. He thought that, and he thought that he was doing a good job at that. Okay, until it came back to bite him right in his face, and all of this blowback is just not going to stop because we are on it every day with Fat Joe. Okay, it is straight up. Fat Joe, he just got to go. Okay, Fat Joe just got to go. I know that in my hood, in Forest Projects, McKinley, I understand we have many projects in that area. And these and when I say projects, real tall projects. Okay, I mean hundreds on top of hundreds of people. Okay, and to have a real name, you have to be the realest as if that they come out there at that time. Okay, and especially probably even now, you know what I mean? Like you said, it's really going down big time, so seriously. Okay, but it was a really true rough time then, to where you would have to test your manhood. It was really tough. It wasn't even popular to rap. Now it's all popular to rap. But Joe has got onto this bandwagon and hooked on to the wrong bandwagon and attempted to erase history. And when Pun left, he attempted to erase history, and we're not having that. FBAs are not having that. It's clear that Fat Joe sided with white supremacy. It's clear. This is clear. And it's clear that Cubin Link stayed and remained himself, because himself came here at 5 years old. Himself is who we are. Okay, point blank, period. And if you know your history, Malcolm X, you know how pro-black Malcolm X was. Malcolm X wasn't just dealing with anybody. Are you nuts? He was dealing directly with the Cubans. If you know anything, if you know about your history, Malcolm was dealing with the Cubans. He was attempting to ally and build a chain of command with the Cubans. These are facts. You can look this all up. Che Guevara, Malcolm X, they have pictures together. They went out and they powwowed together. Okay, not to dip and dive into all that deep history, but sometimes you need a little bit of perspective to put things in context correctly. Okay, so what we have here is a FBA movement that is just not going to stop. We are clearing out all house Negroes. We are clearing out all FBA oppressors. Do you know what that is? Anybody who do not understand or respect the lineage, inside the lineage or outside of the lineage. Okay, they are being moved and mowed down by a force that is unseen. Point blank, period. And we love and respect all of our FBA family. Our FBA family love everybody, especially our New York family. Another thing, the FBA family in New York, you need to understand the thing about the FBA family in New York is that we are put around, well, many ethnicities are put around us. We have been here, y'all. We have been here, my people. But the ethnicities have been around us, and you know we're not a hateful people. But if people in their cultures attempt to clash with us, like I hear that I have been out to LA, but I have not been out to LA to experience the Mexican and black FBA relationship. I've been hearing certain things, but I don't know unless I truly actually go out there to experience what's truly going on. You understand? Just like the Puerto Rican, Dominicans, Cubans that are in New York. I just displayed for you earlier in this stream why New York is so prevalent and important to this whole conversation, because 70 damn 80% of the Puerto Rican nation are in New York, came to New York and are still in New York. The predominant culture of the Puerto Ricans are stabled in New York. Okay? And this is why the FBAs of New York would know what's going on, and this is what we're saying. But it's obvious that Fat Joe has sided with white supremacy. This is obvious. This is obvious. Again, there are FBAs that side with white supremacists, and we view them the same as Fat Joe. Period. But if you understand the struggle, if you respect the struggle, you can come in and we will love and we will hug you and we will show you love. Point blank, period. Because that's who we are as a people. We will pull up on you, and we are comfortable enough to pull up on you in the projects and knock on your door and ask you for some sugar. We would do that. That's how comfortable we are with y'all, with all of these other ethnicities that us put around us. And then if you start acting all stink, then you know how my FBO family gonna be. So I love you all, and I'm about to end this cast. I am going to be on tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Please join me. Do me a favor, hit that like button, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't. I love you all. I really appreciate you. Cut from a different cloth was good. I love you. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? LA Hopkins was good. Was good, LA. You know what I'm saying? Uh Mr. Jabbar, bullshit. That's not our people. Listen, Mr. Jabbar, I didn't say that they are clearly. I didn't say that Cubans are our people. I was breaking down to you the history of and the connection of our people and the Cuban people, and the struggle that the Cuban people are going through and what we are going through. And what I'm saying is that if you understand that we are delineating from other ethnicities, if you understand this, then you will understand you and respect what we are doing. We will love you. But we're not saying that we are the same. We're not saying we are the same people. We're not saying we are the same culture. We are not saying that. That's why we are saying we are going for what we are going for. We are going for our reparations. King was going for his reparations too. He was going for the check. If you look it up, 2 weeks before he was took out. Look it up. King was took out, and 2 weeks before, he was took out 2 weeks before he was supposed to go for the check for the people, for the nation. Look it up. King was also he was attempting to work with the Cubans. Look it up. Look it up. I'm just talking about the understanding and the link as far as rebel. If you don't understand what rebel is about, if you don't understand warfare, then you will not understand this. If you don't read Sun Tzu, if you don't read 48 Laws of Power, you will not understand this, Mr. Jabbar. But I love you. And I'm not saying, but I'm not saying that, you don't know this. I'm just assuming. I'm saying if you don't know this, you won't understand this. What I'm saying right now. But I'm pretty sure you do, because with a name like Mr. Jabbar, that is such a powerful name. I mean, when I see it on the screen, it just speaks volumes, man. Mr. Jabbar, that's a fact. And I love you, my brother, and I feel the strength, and that's a fact. Okay. And I just wanted to tell you I love you all, and I will be. Yo, thank you, Mr. Jabbar. No, straight up, man. It's all love. I just want you to know I'm not no bootlicker. I'm not bootlicking, man. We don't bootlick. If you're FBA, you know we don't bootlick. I mean, you know the energy of the bootlickers. You know the energy of a bootlayer. You know the energy of an oppressor. You know the energy of an oppressor. You know we not bootlicking with people. You know that. You know we're not playing around with these people or any people. People come around us, you know they gotta be upright and real around us. You know that. You know that. And I know about Cuban Link, and that's all I was saying. I'm not talking about the whole nation or we a part of them. I'm not saying I'm not getting into all of those politics. You know, I'm not getting into all of that. I'm talking about I know the people that was around us and the people that was really about that struggle. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Some was a part of our struggle, you know, and some was acting like they was a part of our struggle, and their true colors are coming out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's it. You know, but straight up and down, I love you all, man. And you know, cut from a different cloth. I love that name. I just wanted to let you know that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully, we're gonna tap in. If you tap in, you know, we're gonna have a great show. We're not gonna play around, and because we are gonna keep our boot to their necks. Pause. You know what I mean? We're not gonna play around. We're gonna blast off on all levels all the time. This energy is for real, and it don't stop. And we're gonna show them how we disbanded the whole that movement to bring in the whole civil rights movement, that whole energy, that and those are our damn grandparents, and that's the ancestors. That power and energy is right here. We're not playing around. We're going to keep it moving. I love you all except for the ones I don't. Peace.